should you buy a base model BMW in 2025? Right off the bat, the main reason people are not going to buy this car is because it's a base model and it has a 4-cylinder, which a lot of people really are not fond of 4-cylinders in BMWs, which I can understand, but I really think this is a great motor. Like I mentioned, it is a 4-cylinder. It sits pretty far back towards the middle of the car, right on, or actually behind the front axles. So with the 4-cylinders, you get lower weight, right? You get a better weight distribution because the engine is farther back behind the front axles. And in general, the front ends on these cars and the steering and handling is very, very good. I've driven a lot of 6-cylinder BMWs in the F30 chassis, 340 versus 335. They both feel about the same. I do prefer the 4-cylinder steering and handling compared to those cars because of the lighter weight and because of the extra feedback and balance you get with the engine being pushed a little bit farther back. These are also very strong motors. They're not the highest in power capability out of the 4-cylinder motors. I know the EA888 is going to be a bit stronger, but these can really, really handle some good abuse, some good power with basically all stock systems and everything around it. And the transmission is going to be a ZF8 that is standard on all F30s. Amazing. Love it. 10 out of 10 transmission. With some tuning, it is basically instant on downshift, upshift, reliable, and very comfortable in traffic. Really, you're not jerking around a lot. It's extremely smooth when you want it to be, but can just be lightning quick and responsive when you want it to be as well. So these are a really, really big benefit of these cars. Decently powerful engine with a very fast transmission makes the car feel a lot faster than it is in a very good way. These are going to be very similar to a DSG in all the Audi models. Now, while we're inside the car, we got to take a look at the interior, which I think is really, really amazing. Great materials. Everywhere you touch is going to feel very good. I will say a gripe, base model steering wheel does not look the best, does not feel the best. The Alcantara makes it feel a bit nicer, but in general, the M Sport steering wheel fixes a lot of that. But if you're getting a base model, which are the ones that are a lot cheaper, you might just have to deal with the steering wheel. Not the best, but not the absolute worst too. But through here, you got CarPlay, integrated CarPlay, Android Auto. Really, just a great interior. Very comfortable. Lots of backseat room. Lots of backseat room. And I think this is a big spot where the F30 does a lot better than the E90 with materials, with tech, just everything in this interior does still feel very modern and very well put together. But also, if you've been in the G20, you know the G20 interiors are definitely a step up from the F30 as well. So if you're considering one of these cars, just make it known that the G20 is where the interior is really going to shine, but definitely not a bad interior. For an under $15,000 car, you're getting all the features, all the tech, great speaker system, and a very comfortable and well-built interior, very usable. In my opinion, though, what really sets these cars apart from a GTI, WRX, anything sub $15,000 modern performance car, these really handle really amazing. I think the rear-wheel drive plays a big part in that. This is a great rear-wheel drive car. You can slide it if you want to. It handles well. It drives like a true rear-wheel drive car. It doesn't try to hide that at all. It's definitely one of its biggest strong suits coming from all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. I happen to like rear-wheel drive a lot more. I think it's a lot more fun, but everybody's going to be their own. I had just a ton of fun in front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive as well. That alone doesn't do it, though. It really just drives and handles great. There's a big, consensus and a big gripe on the F30s is going to be the steering feel compared to the E90, E46. It's not the same. It's different. It's good. It's very good. Little bit of sloppiness just in the little bit of movement, like if you're changing lanes on the freeway. But the second you're actually mid-corner or you're really cornering, you get a lot of feedback, a lot of accuracy, very quick to turn, very quick to respond. In general, these have amazing turning as well. Good stock suspension, very good, I think. Pretty soft, but a little bit of body roll, it grips right in and it really goes. These are very well set up cars. The way they are, brakes are very good, no issues there. Really, if you just want to go out and drive a car and not have anything really go wrong on you or hurt anything too bad and be kind of decently quick, this is not bad. This is not bad. I would really consider these on the same handling, braking, performance as a GTI, having driven a lot of both. Yeah, in my opinion, these are really, really a great driver's car, great handling, great steering, and when you're at limit, which you can see on my page, they do very well. They're very responsive, very safe, and you can have a lot of fun if you really bring it out a little bit. So we've gone over what I really like about the car. Now let's get into what I don't like the best, what I'm not the biggest fan of. I already mentioned the base model steering wheel, but some things on the interior you can tell they cheaped out on just a little bit. The non-sport seats are really not that well bolstered. They're well bolstered on the sides, but the bottom, a little stain right there. The bottom is just basically a flat seat. It's very comfortable. It's a very nice seat, keeps you at a good posture, gets very low, but really you should get the sport seats if you're getting one of these cars, just like you should get the M Sport steering wheel. Not the end of the world, but they're definitely, you know, you can tell where they cheaped out a bit on these to make the M Performance a lot more desirable. They're good, it's good, but that's something where I wish it was a little bit better. Now I can't turn on the car because it'll connect to the CarPlay, but the CarPlay screen is cut off right about there when you turn on the car. I'll add a picture right here. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like BMW, you really couldn't fit CarPlay into the rest of the screen. Now, another thing that really is not the best on these cars is the plastic coolant hoses. These caps leak, these reservoirs crack. You kind of can get cracks all along. See, even right here, you can tell, you can see the browning on it. This, you know, I think this is just an air line, a vacuum line, but this could crack. You know, this definitely could crack right here, and just would really not be fun. So it's not the worst. It's pretty easy to work on these cars, not that bad, but do expect some sort of coolant leaks, and check your coolant pretty regularly. Again, not difficult, it's right there, just check your coolant. The car will tell you if it's low in coolant, but expect to replace the water pump sometime, expect to replace things here and there. The oil filter housing, that is the reliability thing on these cars, is these parts get old, they get heat cycled a bunch. And, you know, when you're not changing the coolant too, if this car is not well maintained, if you're not changing the coolant, it just starts to eat through those lines and really, you know, leaves you some repairs. So I've done water pump and reservoir cap. I'm pretty lucky. Nothing else is gone. But, you know what? It will eventually. So just something to watch out for. Nothing will really be that expensive or that horrible. The oil filter housing, if you take it to the dealership, they're going to charge you a bundle. But in general, just something to watch out for. It's not a perfect car as far as reliability goes, but it's definitely very good. I would say definitely on the very top of BMW reliability. I will say too, if you're looking for something that is crazy raw, this is not always a car. It is a new car. It feels newer. It feels a bit more luxury. Does not feel heavy. It's still a small car, not that big in size, but compared to E90, E46, if you're coming from those cars, it's just going to be a bit softer. Everything's a little bit softer. Everything's a little bit sanitized up. And the last thing I really don't like about this car, and is annoying, BMW, please stop doing this. They are doing fluid-filled or hydraulic fluid-filled bushings for extra comfort on these cars. They suck. They break all the time. They leak. At least you can see them when they're going out, they're leaking. But they suck. They provide horrible feedback. I'm sure they're way more comfortable, but I swapped my front control arms, which had the bushings going out, of course, to just regular bushings. They were cheaper, pretty easy replacement, but they were much cheaper. Like, screw it, we'll see if it ruins the car. No, they were way better, way better. These cheap, just regular bushing ones. I didn't notice any difference in comfort. So BMW, stop doing it for the whole car. Just put regular bushings. It's fine. They'll last longer. You know, the car will perform better. There's almost no benefit or negative to it, except that it's gonna, you know, BMW doesn't get as much from servicing these cars when the bushings all go out. So just like the coolant system, these are not perfect cars. There are some things that are really, really greatly designed, and then some things that are really, really poorly designed. You can hear the transmission very, very quick on upshift and downshift. Maybe some downshifts in a sec in this tunnel. Downshift, downshift, almost instant. It's quick. It's a very, very nice package for the car. The transmission works well with the engine. The brakes work well. The steering feels very good. All very communicated. Altogether, you got a little monster. Kind of this out of the box too. I really am surprised that more people don't pick up these cars. Kind of seems like everything that somebody would want in a fun car, as well as a daily driver, but not really a lot of love for the 4-cylinder F30s, which, hey, I can understand, you know, it's a little brother. But if you're not worried about your ego while driving a 4-cylinder car, or not being at 400, 500 horsepower, this is pretty good. It's pretty dang good. Really, can't recommend it enough. But all things considered, you're getting a pretty great car for 15 grand, maybe even less. Even the N20 and the N55 cars, it's just a great chassis. Whatever engine option you go for, they're all great. I would recommend a N55 or a B48, especially if you're looking for something reliable, daily, if you're worried about miles per gallon, and especially if you're really worried about reliability. I'd get this. B48, F30, have your fun, whip it, go through tires, canyon runs, do whatever. It'll hold up to it. These are great cars, and people should really consider them versus a WRX or GTI. Rear-wheel drive is fun. Rear-wheel drive is fun, and you're getting a really, really nice chassis. 50-50 weight, a million things you can say about this car and how good it is to drive. But yeah, I hope this helped. If you guys could get something out of it. Wanted to be honest, I really do love this car. I really am glad I bought it. I think they're a great value right now, but it's also not perfect. There's a lot of things that come with German cars. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And if you like this kind of video too, usually don't show my face on camera, but it's kind of fun. I want to get into more vlog, more YouTube style videos. So let me know what you guys think, and if you have any notes for the video or any questions about the car, I know quite a bit. I can help you guys out. But yeah, thanks for watching.